What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. All right, guys, got something different for you today. Today, we're going to be looking at a totally different planet than Mars and the Moon. Let's get started. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here. All right, this time we're going to, and you can see right here, Mercury probe here on the right. We're going to Mercury this time. And, of course, this shows the Messenger orbiter. Had gone to Mercury at the time. And it shows you right here all of the specifications. Start of mission, which was August 3rd, 2004. And, of course, it tells you UTC time. And then, of course, end of mission, which they disposal. They call it disposal because it deorbited. Basically, they purposely just let it crash into the planet. Destroyed April 3rd, 2015. Now, you can go down to here. And you can see right here it says flyby of Earth, gravity assist. Closest approach, it was August 2nd, 2005, and it goes up, you see 2006, 2007, so on and so forth. What it did was it went by Venus first, and then it went to Mercury, and then, of course, it crash landed on Mercury. So, pretty interesting. What I find really interesting about this, and I don't know if you guys can find this, but it says Messenger's formal data collection mission began on April 4th, 2011. The primary mission was completed on March 17, 2012, having collected close to 100,000 images. Have you guys seen anywhere near 100,000 images? I haven't, but you don't need to. I'm going to show you why. All right, so let's jump into this photo here. This is the one we're going to be analyzing today. And, of course, you can see right here it says Messenger had also revealed evidence of recent explosive volcanic eruptions punching through Mercury's vast ancient lava fields, October 2008. In the foreground is a region of rough, heavily created terrain with a large, ancient two-ringed impact basin at the bottom center of the image. In the distance is a region of younger, tectonically modified smooth plains that had been pockmarked by smaller craters, or by small craters, rather. Okay, and of course the credit goes to NASA Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory, Carnegie Institution of Washington. All right, I don't buy any of this. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about in a minute. I find it's kind of weird the way these things are laid out. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of thing, and then a 1 in the center. But that's not what caught my eye. The idea of this whole thing right here is smooth in the middle, and it's really, it looks like a very bad resolution photo. Is it really? Okay, again, same photo. And, of course, I just wanted to make sure you knew it wasn't just from, like right here, you see it's the Telegraph. Well, here's NASA's Visualization Explorer, and it shows a whole bunch of circled areas which says, scientists have plenty of features to study. Hundreds of craters, green, and hills, yellow, dot this image alone. And, of course, you got other photos here, right? And, of course, we got Mercury. Again, this is the one we're looking at, and it says right here, Mercury is both hot and cold. Its surface can reach temperatures of 800 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit at night. There's also an ice cap on this planet, believe it or not. Pretty close to the sun, yet, it still has an ice cap. There is actually a Goldilocks zone kind of on the planet itself, so yeah. Now, let's get into this, because I think you guys are going to find this pretty fascinating. So you can see the photo right here. Now, we're going to jump into Photoshop. And what we did here was brighten this right up to see if we could find anything. And basically, we just equalized it. And you can see some of it's cut off, and that's fine. Let's darken this up a little bit. This is what I want you guys to see, because this is what blew my mind. Look at the difference in the way this thing is. Now, I brought the brightness down to show you this purposely, because if you go into here, I want you guys to see this firsthand, is that it's being blocked out again, guys. Look at this. This is supposed to be a crater right here, right? It's supposed to be a big crater. Look at the actual marks, these blurred out areas on the side of it. See the way, you can see that it's got some pretty decent detail. Of course, it is a low-res photo. But just around the crater, look at this. You can see it right here. There's a corner of it right there. They're blocking most of this photo out, guys. Why would you think they would do that? Look at this. Completely blurred, decent resolution right here and right here. Yet, boom, boom. Look at it all. These are not compression marks, guys. I could keep zooming out and you can still see them. Look at this. Compression marks don't do that unless you zoom in. Here's another example. Detail, completely blocked out. Why would they do that? Now, let me show you something here. This is the black plate. Now, I'm going to darken this up a little bit by just going back to the CMYK, because when you put in black plate, it literally gets a lot brighter, right? So let's put it back here. Now, check this out. Look at this. You can see this all over this photo. It's been completely covered up. Why would you think they do that? Now, I want you to see something else. We're going to go back to the regular photo, which was bright. There's one thing I want you guys to see in this, and this is pretty cool. the manipulation here is like big time, all right? Again, look at these right here. You can see all of the blur. See how right in this area right here. Let's just show you right here. This area right here, it actually has a little bit of clarity or detail to it. Back out a little bit just so it ain't too blurry. And yet the rest of it around it is complete trash. Why is that? And of course, again, it's a very piss poor photo to begin with. However, you can see the marks right there without even zooming into this. I can see that almost as clear as a bell. Look at this. Again, detail area, blur. This crater again, like I showed you in the beginning, look at this. And all over here is all completely blurred out. Why is that? Okay. Because they're trying to hide something, guys. Simple answer, right? All right. Let me show you this now. This is cool. When I seen this here, I almost like, whoa, what is going on here? Right here, can you see that line going like that? Okay. There's other things in here doing this, but yet blur, all blurred out. When you look at this, again, this is going down, blurred out. Okay, completely blurred. There's another thing I want you guys to notice. Right here, there appears to be some kind of weird structure sitting on top of there. It literally does this. There's a back of it, goes around like this, curves around. There's something standing up right here. You've got this piece going like this with an oval opening. And then it comes around the other side like this here. You'll see this a whole lot better in a minute. On this side, and you can't see it very good right now because it's really not a whole lot to see, but you will. This is cool because there's several items like this right here. And there's a couple others right down here. But look at this. Look at this. This manipulation is just crazy right here. All you see is a little bit of detail right in here. Right here. You guys see that? Here. Detail. Rest of it completely blurred out. Right here. This whole section. 99% of this photo has been completely covered over. And the information has been redacted in this. Check this out. This crater, supposed crater, has a nice little design to this. See this? And then, of course, it's supposed to be this crater. Okay? See that? Very, very faintly, but it's there. Okay, let me get into this. I don't want to make it too long. The background. Here's something else that's pretty wild. You can see a line going like this, coming down like this. And what looks like a bunch of objects sitting in there. Structural, I don't know what they are. But look at it. You got these two lines going like this. Now, this may very well be a crater. But wait until you see it because this, again, it's kind of mind-blowing. This whole area. Look at this. You can literally see where they've actually taken 99% of this crap right out of it. Whatever this thing is, it appears to be structured because it's pretty tall, whatever they are. You see that? That whole area? Okay. Let's get into this a little bit more. All right. Again, jump into this. You start to see this right here. I'm going to do this in white or gray. It doesn't really matter. Okay. You're starting to see this object in here. There's something right here. Not sure what to make of that. Again, this doesn't even look like a crater to me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it looks like it does this. Has these bulging parts out of it. And then it goes like this. It goes around. But it looks like there's something around. There's a line right here going like this. Something darker right there. Goes around. But there's something, another black circle here. All right, next. So now we're going to try to bring this out even more for you guys. Check this out. Here's the items now in question. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the actual lines in this. And you're going to see that they are, in fact, there. Okay? Especially these here, this area. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. this area again, which I showed you, and all of these here. Now, look at the objects. All I do is just brought up the darker parts of whatever's sitting here, right? And this is what you end up with. And then, of course, I did put some lighter areas to highlight anything that's white, and I highlighted it. Now, again, you can see this line going just like this down here on this object. See it? Now it's clear as a bell. See that? And enhance it a little bit more. And you can see these objects even down here. It looks like walls on this side right here, here, and here. See? Just brought it up. But this, you can see right here, they blurred the hell out of that. Okay? Sharpen it up a little bit. Now, let's go over to the other side because I want you guys to see this. This one's hard to find because look at the actual... It's insane how much stuff they've taken out of this. I try to find any lines that are in this as well as over here. I'm just going to back out and I'm going to just enhance it and let you guys see it. Now, before I do that, I'm not sure if I showed you this in the beginning, but check this out. Crater, right? But why does it have this weird looking... Looks like it goes like this. And again, another round circle right there. Can you guys see that? Yeah, right there. So it'd be a crater, right? All right. Let me do this. Let me just go ahead and go down the line here. And here you go. Now, this thing is pretty cool because right in here, once you start to burn this, I want you guys to take note of this too. Right here, you can see this object going like this. Boom. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. Completely blurred out. However, you can still see the actual object going like this. It's like there's multiple pieces sitting right there together. However, that's not what I really highlighted. What I highlighted was the other pieces. Now I want you guys to just look at the photo where I've got this and look at the lines you see in here. I'm just going to back it just to here. Okay, I'm going to go back and forth. Again, we've got this object up here. I can see that pretty damn good. I don't know if you guys can see that. But once you start to burn into this, and you only bring in the lines out, and again, look at the way they fudge this. This is funky as heck. See that? Completely wham, right out. Took it completely out of there. You can see where I tried to burn this thing out, or try to bring out the whiter parts of it, and I couldn't do it. Why? It's so dense, it's hard to get out. Okay. These objects up here, especially with, this looks like almost like a little teardrop shape type thing. See it? It's right there. And you got these other structures, what looks like there's something right here, but this one here, the way I did it, it actually looks like it does this. Well, went a little too fast with it. Looks like it does this. It's got a round black piece right there, something else standing up over here. You got this piece right here. All right. See it? Guys, it's there. This thing's down on the bottom. We are only barely scratching the surface here, guys. Barely scratching the surface. Okay, I'm going to back out a little bit because I did sharpen it. Now I'm going to show you guys that, again, if there's nothing here, why are we blurring anything out, right? Now, let's go to the back of this. Okay, here's that area I told you about that looked like it had a line coming down like this and going across, right? See this right here? It's very faint, going across, but there's all the little black items sitting in here. See it? This was an extremely hard photo to bring anything out of. But, again, we've got these pieces sitting right here, completely redacted out of the photo, completely taken out. But, bring this stuff up, and you guys can see this pretty darn well. Now, I put the original one sharpened, not that you need to see it. Now here's the final exposure. This is what I was able to bring out of the photo. These items down here in the bottom. Okay, go back into it. This is the stuff I was able to bring out right here. Another thing I want you to take note of, and I didn't go over this in the beginning, check this out. In this crater, here in the top left, you've got 1, 2 big blur blotches right there. Why are they so high in the crater? Is it because there's something in the crater that's very tall, right? Check it out. I was able to bring out a little bit of that white that starts like from here, goes like this. Couldn't bring out the rest of it in this one. There's something in this photo. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And you can see these items in the photo pretty well. And the idea is to try different plates to bring these things out and make it more visible, if possible. That's the final exposure. Okay. All right, guys. Give me your thoughts on this. I've got one even better coming up, right? This one here, of course, is Mercury. I got one from Venus. And this one here is going to be even more mind-blowing because it's so well hidden, but yet it's right there in plain sight. So I want you guys to check that out because that's pretty awesome. Again, guys, you know, tell me what you think. What are we seeing here? Clearly, they're hiding things on here if they're actually doing everything they can to blur out the surface of this planet. For what reason? What could possibly be on this planet other than things they don't want you to see? All right, guys, I'm going to jump on out of here. Here's my thought, okay? Here's a question first. If you're looking through a telescope, you see something on the moon. Of course, we want to get there. We want to put our hands on it. We want to take a million photos of it. We want to take it back to Earth. We want to analyze it. Go up there. Maybe even take a couple pieces back with us from these Apollo missions. Again, we already noticed what the astronauts look like and how they reacted when they came back, so on and so forth, right? So now you go to the moon and you say, okay, clearly this is no country in the world is able to recreate this technology or didn't have it at the time, right? What would be your first thought? Okay. Well, first of all, you'd probably be a little frightened because it's so close to home. It's literally the next celestial body or the closest celestial body to Earth. And it has something on it that doesn't belong to us or anyone on or any country on this planet, right? So the first thing I would think of is, okay, so this is on the moon. It's clearly not anybody's here on Earth. Oh, my God. What about the rest of the solar system? What else could there possibly be? This is the reason why these missions were going on since like 72, I think, 73. Going to this planet to 75. It was 75. I mean, and then they crashed it into the planet. So it makes you wonder, did they just make a probe to go to every planet in the solar system knowing, they're saying if it's not ours and it's on the moon, you can almost bet you that there is other civilizations on other planets. Is it possible that one civilization just bounced around all these planets? Maybe for mining to live, obviously. Different things. Maybe they needed different, compounds and different chemicals and everything else they needed from other, maybe precious metals, whatever, from other planets in this solar system. And maybe that's what they did. They just bounced around and whatever they needed, they took from the planet and brought it back to Earth or another planet, maybe Mars. But either way you look at it, bottom line, if you found something on the moon and it wasn't ours, and we know it's not ours, it's not, at the time it wasn't the Soviet Union's, it's not, United States, China's, nobody's, then it scares the hell out of you to a certain degree going, okay, this is not ours. All right, but now the big question again is, what else is on these planets? This is the reason why back in the 60s, before the Apollo missions, they were sending probes to Venus, Mercury, Mars. Are you kidding me right now? Think about it. They were just like, oh my God, this is crazy. So to me, it's exciting to just the fact and just the thought alone that they just set out and said, make craft, no matter how you got to do it, just send them to these planets. Let's have a look around, map them, see what's on them. And sure to heck, this is what we're finding. There's structures on these planets, and these guys know it. This is the reason why they mapped it. They said it was close to 100,000 photos of this planet. Where's all these photos at? I don't see them. I see a good handful of them on like Google and stuff like that, but almost 100,000? I don't think so. So you guys give me your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Of course, and don't forget to share it. And guys, like I said on my Hangouts, please do me a huge favor. Try not to use your ad blocker. I know You don't want to see the ads. I get it. But it's helping the channel out. And in return, it's helping you guys out because then the channel grows. I expand more stuff on the channel. Better equipment for you guys. I can actually go out on the road, do things for you, and just, bring you guys better content. So it's going to help me help you. So if you guys don't care, please just turn up the ad blocker for while you watch my videos. It's going to help a great deal. And that's a great big thanks to each and every one of you, right? All right, guys. Like I said, the next one coming up, you guys will like this. The next one is Venus. So stay tuned for that as well. And I'm going to try to do this one almost back-to-back for you guys, and I didn't put one out yesterday. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Always appreciate your comments, and I'll see you on the flip side.